Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Bithoulkas, and it's time for another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And this time I'm doing Netflix's movie. It's actually a sequel called The Babysitter Killer Queen. And I'll get into why I actually chose this and all this stuff after I plug myself. How about that? And no, that is not as dirty as it sounds. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video at the very end here. And if you like what you see in that video, basically what YouTube does takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. One of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. And if you like that, hit that subscribe button down below. If you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you get the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule that I have up there. I change it out every week. And I also have links to all my social media. So Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, but no tier separate in the Patreon. I'm waiting until I hit 1,000 subs before, I start taking money from you guys. And also I want to give you stuff too for that money that you guys send my way, that kind of thing. Yeah. That's how it is. Also on suspendedfanimation.com is the links to this YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. All right. So why did I pick this movie? Back in 2017 on Netflix, I saw the other the first movie of this called The Babysitter. And I thought like you, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And watched it, was pleasantly surprised. I laughed my ass off. So it's comedy horror. Think of Evil Dead kind of vein, Evil Dead 2 kind of vein. And it had a up and coming actress in that movie called Samara Weaving, who is now, of course, taken off. And it was also directed by a director who, I don't know, you could say infamous, you could say, somewhat famous, McG. So yes, it actually does have some pedigree to it. Also, Robbie Amell was in this first movie as well. And the first movie, and I'm not giving anything away by this. I'll keep it vague for those of you who haven't seen it, which most likely you haven't. It's basically this kid who is wanted in a blood sacrifice from a satanic cult. And that's what happens there. Insanity ensues from there. So the sequel here that we have now, The Babysitter Killer Queen, is actually the same cast of characters. They bring them back, and Cole, the main character, the kid, who was in the first movie, has to kind of reconcile. It's a couple years later. He's still freaked out from the whole thing because, of course, people were trying to kill him and all that stuff, rightly so. And he's having a tough time kind of navigating high school. Well, lo and behold, the cult is still not done with him yet, and they are trying to sacrifice him again for their blood ritual kind of thing. And hilarity again ensues. So we have McG actually takes a lot of the tropes that you have in horror movies and kind of has fun with it, is what he does. You didn't like the first movie? Yeah. The first movie was awful. I knew they were going to trash the muscle car. Yeah, the second movie is a lot more fun. It's kind of like Evil Dead and then Evil Dead 2. It's pretty much almost the same movie in a way, only the second movie for me is better. I love Evil Dead 2. It makes me laugh. First movie is good, don't get me wrong, but it was going strictly horror, and you could see the comedy in it that just kind of trying to break itself out. And The Babysitter is the same way. It's this horror that had a little bit of comedy to it, and the comedy part just really needed to break out, and it really does in this. So like I said, everyone's back for it. And they make fun of a lot of the stereotypical slasher movies, what's going on. There's no, and what I liked about this the most was there was no message to it. There was no any kind of agenda or anything like that. It was blissfully set apart from anything that's going on now. We don't have to it's not dated. That's what I'm going to say. It's not going to date itself by saying, vote so and so or whatever. And, nothing like that. And also, it was just fun. There was actually a couple times I laughed out loud and I actually had to pause it, roll it back a little bit, and watch it again because it made me laugh. Um, so, yeah, that's where we were on that. Other than that, I liked it a lot, is what Ben says. So, yeah, I highly recommend this. It is worth your time. It's a lot of fun. Um, and go through the first movie. The first movie, you might not like it. That's fine. The second movie is a lot of fun. And like I said, they really go into the comedy aspect of it, not slapstick comedy. I take that back. There are like 2 slapstick moments. That's it. 3 slapstick moments. Other than that, it's actually really kind of good. Yeah. Uh, yeah, there was a Black Lives Matter. I take that back. There was in the first movie. Yeah. So in the first movie, yes, they do have that. Yeah, I know, Marks. You have your doubts. Go and watch it, man. What else do you have to do? It's Netflix, you know? And it's got a lot of gore in it. It's got some inventive deaths. It's got a lot of inventive deaths. Uh, one is a death by you know, chandelier. That's all I can say on that one. I'm not gonna say what type of chandelier. It's just by chandelier. And it made me kind of laugh. It really did because it was oh man. So now comes the time. Spoiler alert. I am gonna spoil the movie. So if you have not seen the movie, go away. Go and watch it. It's on Netflix. You can go and watch it. And it can be a good double feature. Uh it's also a good Halloween movie too. So spoiler alert. All right, we ready? Yeah. Um Man, where to begin on this thing? I loved that they brought Samara Weaving back because initially, when they were promoting this, they were saying that she wasn't coming back. She'd been too big of a star. She's not coming back. Fuck you all. She's made her bones, not doing this anymore. And then to kind of work her in little by little into the movie, and then of course have her at the end like they did was genius. I actually think that was actually really good. The other thing that made me laugh was, and I can't remember the character's name, man. Um, is it John? My eyes are so bad here. Yeah, John is his name. So John is the token black guy, if you will. And in the first movie, he died. Like he was the first one to die. And the second movie, he actually comments about that. He goes, "I'm not fucking dying the first time around." That's what happens in horror movies. And of course, true to his word, he's the last one to go out, which made me fucking laugh. It was actually they did a good job of, like I said, subverting all those old horror tropes. I mean, you also have Cabin in the Woods. Well, it's actually Cabin on a Bluff overlooking the lake, but it's still in the woods. Um, Complete with creepy, deer head over the fireplace, all of that. You have a budding love interest as well. Um, and I liked where they went with this. I liked the whole tying together of her story, uh, Phoebe's story and Cole's story, and how B kind of tied them both together and all of that. That was actually kind of a nice touch. I wasn't expecting it. I really, didn't even have to think about that one because I was like, yeah, I really wasn't expecting anything like that. But the thing I could have cut out a lot of was her father. Oh my God. The guy who's a stoner and yeah, has long hair and has the muscle car, and I can't remember his name now. Because Ken Moreno was his father, and then I think it's Chris Wilde is his name. Yeah, Chris Wilde, that's it. Who was her father, and good fucking lord, he was annoying. They needed to chop him out a lot. Yeah, he loves his car more than his daughter, but he was really fucking annoying, and he was like David Spade annoying. That's how bad he was. And yeah, when he dies, it's one of those things like, finally, fuck, you know. Um, remember, I'm in the spoiler section here, so if you haven't watched it, and yeah. Yes, I exactly, Mork. I know Morks. Yes. Yeah, he is really fucking annoying. He's the only character in there that I really wanted gone. Ken Marino comes close, but Ken Marino likes to ad lib, and if you've seen Ken Marino in any of his stuff, he really kind of goes that really kind of annoying distance anyway. And so I kind of expect it from him. But this other dude, man, I was just like, you need to die already. You really need to die. The parents section need to be pared down quite a bit more, is what they need to do. Are you on the pot? Are you on the pot? Is what, Cole's mom is calling her husband and asking him if he's on the pot. And I'm like, come on, lady. You're my age. You know, you don't need to say, are you smoking the pot? It's, yeah. Unless you've been living out in some, religious commune someplace for the last 40 years. But anyway, and the deaths were inventive. I love them. They did a great job of that. Um, and the twist. I mean, it really wasn't even a twist of having the girl that survived with him in the first movie actually be the one who's trying to kill him in the second movie. You kind of knew that was happening about, I don't know, about probably 15 minutes into it, and you're like, oh yeah, that's what she's doing. I know what's happening here. Yeah. um I did like, so there is one thing that was kind of funny is right now I'm, reviewing Lovecraft Country, which has in it the Book of Names. Back in 2017, the first Babysitter movie also dealt with the Book of Names, which they bring into, of course, the sequel, and into, of course, what might be another sequel, because at the end, I don't know if anyone watched past the credits there. I kind of, fast forwarded through them, but you see the Book of Names actually in the ashes of what was left over there, and it flips open and all that kind of stuff from the wind, and kind of ominously, it's like, oh, and you get the music going. So obviously, McGee's thinking about probably doing another sequel to this. I doubt Samara Weaving's going to be back for a third one on this. Cole might be, like the kid who played Cole, who is played by Judah Lewis is his name. So he might be back for it, but who knows? I mean, I haven't seen him in anything else. I know he's been doing other stuff, but yeah, not really memorable to me too much other than this. So yeah. And Robbie Amell's character, man. Oh, dude. As Max, this kind of like extreme, jock dude who is always taking his shirt off. And so he's running around throughout the movie without his shirt on, screaming about people how they need to man up and whatnot. And that was just, he's fucking funny in this. He really is. I liked Robbie Amell already, and in all the stuff I've seen him in, especially now he's on Upload on Amazon Prime. And this, though, he makes me laugh. He really does, because he doesn't even get pissed off at Cole when Cole is killing him, kind of thing, because he got one over on Max, and Max is like, man, you're good. I'm not even pissed you're killing me. You got me. And yeah, it's just little things like that that actually make this kind of funny. It is one of those movies, yes, you can drink, smoke pot too, allegedly, all that kind of stuff. It's legal now. Fuck it. Smoke pot if you want to. Get high, get drunk, whatever, and watch it. It's also a good Halloween movie. It's a good double feature Halloween movie, allegedly. I'm glad someone caught that. So yes, it is worth your time. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, kick back, relax, and enjoy it. And it's not that long. I think it's 90 minutes, something like that. Let me actually take a quick peek, because I am on IMDb here. And it is not saying what it is. Oh, there we go. Yes, an hour and 41 minutes. So it's just a little over 90 minutes long. It's 101 minutes long. There you go. So, yes, worth your time. And you know what? When you're firing candy at those kids that are, physically distanced away from your door on Halloween, you can have this running in the background. Just remember, pack that air cannon really, really well before you fire the candy out at them because it needs to get that distance going. Remember to arc it too a bit so you get that arc going. Because nothing's more annoying than getting candy in the eye. Although it is not fun in games until someone takes out an eye. Hellspawn candy. That's it. Yeah. All right. So what else do I have going on? Tomorrow I'm off. Thursday is an episode, maybe 2 of Raised by Wolves, maybe 3. We don't know for sure. And what else is going on? Friday is The Boys, a new episode of The Boys. Saturday is Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any genre stuff you guys want to talk about, and we talk about it. And then Sunday, of course, is Lovecraft Country. Lovecraft Country. Monday, I'm off. Tuesday will be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And I might do the Netflix series Away. That's the Hilary Swank going to Mars show, Away. Away. Or I could do Utopia on Amazon Prime. No, you know what? I'm going to do Away. I think Away will be the good one there. So let's do Away. Yes. Manly. Yeah. Yes. No, we don't want to see Move and we running around shirtless. No. Not going to happen. So, thank you everybody who joined me tonight in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the very end here. You're going to see a video pop up here, and if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down there. And while you're down there, hit that like button in the share button as well. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you can hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com and take a look at the schedule that's up there. Also, all the links to my social media are up there. So Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Yes. Yeah. I like Penn's okay. About Move and he'll be running around shirtless. Was that it? Or was the while you're down there comment? Was that? Yeah. All right, everybody. I'm going to let you go for the night. Thank you. Stay safe, be well, take care, and don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may have a blood cult following you for 3 years and, wanting to get your blood for a certain reason, which anyway, just take care. Thanks, everyone. I will see you. Excuse me if my voice holds out there on Thursday. Is that right? Yes, Thursday. I forgot what day it was for a second there. Until then, have a good night and stay safe.